Hey, welcome everyone. This is Pastor Rossiter. I'm the campus pastor here at Creekside Christian Academy, and we are going to be having our Coffee and Conversations, our teacher podcast. And so I have a special blessing today because I am interviewing Miss Rossiter. She is my wife. So are you ready for the interview?
I am not sure.
All right. Well, let's just jump right in, okay? So since you've been here at Creekside, you started as parapro, then you were second grade, fourth grade, and you have made the jump to middle school. So tell me, what is the difference? How has the jump to middle school been?
Well, I've loved every age that I've gotten to work with. But seventh grade, I am enjoying because they are hysterically funny. And we can have lots of fun in class. I love the fact that we can talk on a deeper level. I love the fact that they still love VeggieTales. You know who I'm talking about. I love the fact that they love candy still. They're the perfect match for me. They still love some fun things, but they're maturing in the things of the Lord, and so it's exciting to watch and be a part of. So I like it.
So at the end of the day, which one are you more exhausted? Middle school or elementary?
Well, middle school, I say the same thing 100 times, because I'm teaching the same class, and so I'm not used to that. I survived tech day today. Thank you for my tech helpers in my class. But that was really the first day of teaching that I've been able to sit down, because in elementary you could teach and sit for a minute and get back up. And middle school, I feel if I sit down, everybody just wanders away from me, so I have to stand up and pull them back together. So I think middle school probably.
Okay.
But people say middle schoolers are scary, and they're not scary.
No, not scary.
No.
Just a lot of energy.
No, they're so fun. I have to put a plug in because my seventh graders told me I had to say that. But I agree with it, totally.
Okay. So tell everybody where we met.
Okay, met at college. You were pretty cocky and such. Yes.
Can I stop right there?
No.
Can I stop right there?
No.
She did not want to date me at all because she thought that I was too full of myself, which was not true and is not true.
Yes, because all the girls liked him. But we met in history. We were both history majors. I know, there's some laughter going on out there. Both history majors. And so ended up talking because I was tutoring you in English, or tutoring your roommate in English and helping you. And that was it.
27 years ago.
27 years ago.
All right. You dropped off your son for college, baseball, the next step. And you've dropped off 3 daughters. So which one was harder, the difference?
They're all hard. I'm going to start crying. You're not supposed to make me cry in an interview. They're all hard because I love them. I think he was easier in the whole, supply list of things. He could care less what he had. I was like, do you have underwear, socks, all the things. It was a little bit harder, him being the first boy, not knowing what to expect. And so, I don't know, they're all hard. Miss Corey, she left this week. But it's also exciting. You know, when I get tempted to be sad, I'm thankful for what God's doing. And He tends to bring them back. We have 2 here teaching with us, and so that's nice.
There was tears on all 4 of them. So.
Yes, there were tears on all 4 of them.
So, we have 11 children. Obviously, you know that.
We do.
And for everybody out there, we have 11 children. And we get asked the question all the time, how do you manage life and 11 children? And so,
what do we always say?
We don't. We don't very well.
We don't manage.
That's the secret. We don't manage at all very well.
I thought it was interesting because in our journal time today, it was about Joshua, and the start of the journal said, what in your life have you been willing to walk by faith and it's made you look ridiculous in the sight of others? And I share with my class that having 11 children has often been that for us. People see us and are like, why did you do that? Or, how do you feed all those people and all those things? And I was just telling my class that, faith, God meets you in your obedience. And it has definitely been, for me, the biggest jump of faith ever in my life, but the most rewarding. And And I'm thankful that he's called me, for lack of a better term, in some people's eyes to look ridiculous when it comes to children, because they are what we take to heaven. They're souls I get to love on and minister to, and so I'd rather have that than things. And so I just thought that was interesting.
So what's been harder, putting them nighttime, bed, or getting them up in the morning?
Ooh, they're both equally challenging.
Yes, crazy.
Yes. Potty training and driving, too. Those are things.
We won't go into driving.
Yes, glad we're done with the potty training part anyway.
So just say when people ask me that, I tell them two things: the Lord and my wife. Could not do it without her. That's the secret. My Lord and my wife. So I'm going to ask you some quick questions, hot seat questions.
Oh, no.
Just give me the quick answers.
Okay.
No repeating. No repeating. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ready? All right.
Okay.
Favorite fast food restaurant?
Taco Bell.
What would you order?
The chalupa, 2 of them.
And what kind of drink?
A Mountain Dew.
Favorite car?
Okay, Volkswagen Beetle, yellow convertible, with a cute little license plate on the front and some beach music playing.
Would you put the eyelashes on the front? You know?
No,
Okay,
no
good.
eyelashes.
Favorite sport?
Volleyball.
Second favorite sport?
Baseball.
Favorite baseball team?
Dodgers.
Dodgers. Even though she goes to sleep, she doesn't watch them. Favorite color?
Yellow.
Favorite
Or orange. I like both.
favorite NFL team?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, Super Bowl champs.
Yes, that's right.
Favorite college team?
Gators.
Go Gators. Go Gators for all you Bulldog fans out there. Favorite drink?
Ooh, I like Mr. Pibb a lot right now. Mountain Dew, they're kind of close, but I think I'm leaning toward Mr. Pibb right now.
Yeah. But I have turned her on to coffee. She didn't drink any
I mean,
coffee.
I do like 1 cup of coffee with lots of creamer. I like more creamer than coffee.
Yeah, there's very little coffee.
I'll call it
Very little coffee.
Yes.
Favorite verse, life verse?
Psalm 73:26.
And
My
why?
flesh and my heart may faileth, but thou, O Lord, the strength and the portion of my life forever. And that verse, every time, whenever I start to feel like I can't accomplish things, which is most days, I just think my flesh is always going to fail me. But the Lord is my portion. He will help me. And I remember that the Lord gave me that verse probably on number 3. I think it was Corey when I was reading my Bible. And I just, from that point on, it just reoccurs in my life and comes in my head very often that I'm going to fail. And not that I need to be okay with failure in the sense of not doing what I'm called to do, but understand that in my own strength, that's where I'll end up every time. And so then just to run to Him. So.
We don't have enough time to explain how many times God has strengthened you and me and our family and our walk and what we're doing. So. All right, last question. You've been doing great. So you're a teaching major. You've been teaching for many years. Why teaching? What is the joy, the draw to teaching?
Well, I think it sums up in kind of what I did in my class today. We had some fun. Like I said, I survived Tech Day. But then I taught them some English, and we learned that together. But all throughout the way, conversations. I think of Deuteronomy where it says, when you're walking, when you're sitting, you're just talking about the Lord, and teaching is one of those awesome opportunities to just bring the Lord into everything and to pour into the lives of young people and at every age. Taught the little ones, and there was a level of telling them about the Lord there, and then on the 7th grade level. And it's about people. At the end of the day, that's why we were put here, is to minister to people. And so I get to touch the kids, I get to touch the parents and their lives. And so I love it. It allows me to be silly and creative too, which we were jamming to some VeggieTales today and the Bible Book Bop, and that's me too, so I like that.
Well, thank you, Ms. Rossiter, for joining us. And I am personally thankful that you are on the West Campus this year. So thanks for joining us, and just remember, this life is a walk of faith.